Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. And today's live is just a crochet or craft live. Or I'll be knitting and chatting. So today is Sunday. Technically, it's Sunday today because it is 2:42 Eastern time. And yes, so I'm drinking water today and water. And I have a little snack on the side, banana, just in case I get a little hungry because I only have 2 meals. I'm feeling a little hungry. But I'm trying to eat healthier if I'm going to eat something around this time. And then I'm going to be working in one of my projects here, which I call the blue bag project bag. Everything here that I'm working on is mainly a blue color. So I'm going to wait to see if anybody's going to come on. I usually am not on at 2:41 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah. What happened was um, I fell asleep by accident and I slept like for 4 hours. And then I woke up at 1 a.m. So that's why I'm here. I did the dishes, I cleaned, and I'm like, okay, let me go live and see if anybody's around. I know the people from the East Coast is probably sleeping. From here, I live in the Connecticut in the United States, but maybe people from the other part of the world are probably up or getting up. I'm not sure, so we will see. And if no one's around, then enjoy this live, and I don't mind, just being here by myself. I pretty good at running the show by myself. But it's more fun if you have people with you, right? So I just did something with my glasses that my doctor said not to do. Don't clean it with your clothes. Don't wipe your lenses with your clothes. So yeah, so that's what it is Sunday, and a lot of people are on live on Sunday, so maybe I'm just going to be a little ahead of them. Usually I don't go live on Sundays because there's just too many people on. But I can't sleep because I slept already. So I'm probably going to be up until the sun rises, which is okay. Um, I haven't slept well in a very long time, so my body just knocked out. My daughter left for earlier this evening. On Saturday evening, her oldest sister invited her to spend time with her this weekend. So she's over there with her sister. And I'm home. Yeah. So we will see if anybody shows up. That's fine. If not, that's fine too. If you're watching the replay of this video, I do appreciate you guys. And anybody watching in the background, hey, I appreciate you guys too. And yeah, so thank you guys for all my supporters, all my subscribers for supporting this channel. I do appreciate you guys. Please excuse the lenses because it's like looks a little funny with the light in the computer, but I cannot see very well without them. This is a Dunkin' Donut cup, but I'm just drinking water from it. When I went to pick up my daughter at work today, which she works at Dunkin' Donuts, I asked her to fill up my cup with water and ice. She could grab me a cup with water and ice from Dunkin' Donuts because it has been very hot, and today was hot and humid. We've been getting a lot of rain here in where I live, anyways. And it rained yesterday too, in the evening. So it's been very sunny, hot, beautiful summer so far. Today is August 4th. I believe it's August 4th on Sunday. Let's see. Yes, August 4th. And I'm just checking my phone. That's weird. This is not working. It's not letting me go on my own live. Very weird. It's not letting me go on my own live. But anyways, I can see the chat room here on the side of this screen. So I usually like to see it on my phone, but I don't know what's going on with that. So yeah, so it's been beautiful weather here in Connecticut. There's a few things that's been going on, and I've been very busy. And yep, so I'm going to grab my project I'm working on. This is show you what I'm working on next. This is a blanket, a knitted blanket. It's called the Scrap. For all the people who have not seen it yet, I only showed it once. It's called the Scrap Yarn knit blanket. It's all garter stitch. It's over 1,000 stitch there, guys. I mean, it's almost as tall as I am. It comes up to here to me. So on and off, I worked on this project for a year because I would put it down and work on other projects. There's always a new baby coming to the family, or somebody asked me for something, and I had to put things down. So I'm going to show you where I'm going to start. And now I could concentrate on my cardigan that I'm knitting, and I haven't worked on this probably about a week now, but I am making a rectangle, and I am going to turn it into a cardigan. And of course, I'm going to be adding the collar and probably add sleeves to it for the sleeves for the arms. But right now I'm working on the body. So we will see how long this is going to take me to get done. This is 100. I believe I did 160 stitches of cast on for this project for me. So I when I knit anything for myself, or crochet anything for myself that is a wearable, I go by measurements. My measurements. So yeah. So it's a little bigger than this. It's just there in the circular needles. And it's this beautiful, beautiful color. This is Michael's yarn. Faucet, I think it's called. And I don't know if the camera's picking up all that beautiful color. Combination of this color is just beautiful. It is it has a lighter shade of gray. It has purple, two different shades of blue. It has white. It's really pretty. So yeah, it's a really pretty yarn, stripy color yarn. Very pretty. I'm not sure the camera's going to pick up those other colors that you may see there. But the yarn itself, it's a little difficult to work with. Hi, Miss Southern Belle. How are you? You're up early in the morning too? Yes, I woke up at I don't know how long you've been here listening, but um I fell asleep by accident and slept like 4 hours and woke up at 1 in the morning. And since I'm home by myself, my daughter's not here, I could do a live. Usually I don't do a live if she's here because she's sleeping. But yeah, so I just want to I did some cleaning, and I said, let me just do a live and see if anybody's around. And if not, I'll probably be here for an hour. Let's see how things go. How you been? Let's see. I just got finished done with my diamond painting stickers. What is it? Stickers? Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I watched you also have a garden. You're growing vegetables this year and flowers. Is that right? I have a diamond painting myself that I haven't finished. There's just so much stuff to you you like start all these projects, and then you start more projects, and then you're like, wow, I got to get this done, and it takes forever to get them done. They are on my post. Oh, okay. I will check it out. Awesome. I love diamond painting as well. I will definitely go check that out. Yep. So, oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Must be somebody else I'm thinking about. Yeah, I have two gardens going on this year, but they're two small ones. They're not big gardens, they're small. It's one here in my house and one at my eldest daughter's house because she trying to teach them and so they can see how food grows and for my girls and my grandson. And so there's tomatoes growing over there. Actually, I have so many plants of tomatoes over there. But there's one called Tommy Toe tomatoes that we just love that plant. It just grows really fast. It produces a lot of um, tomatoes, almost in the same time. But they're called Tommy Toe tomatoes because um, they're about 9 to 12 ounces of tomatoes, so they're just a little bigger. They're probably the double size of a cherry tomato. So it's instead of popping them in your mouth, I usually pop that one in my mouth too, but it's usually a two bite tomato. Very delicious. Um, so that's a plant that grows really fast and produces a lot of tomatoes for one plant. Oh, okay. Judy May Collins has a garden. Awesome. Is that the name of her channel? Have you? No, no, I haven't. I haven't. Are they good? They sound like they might be good. I never heard of them. No, that's the beauty about gardening is that you get to grow food that the grocery store doesn't sell and you never tried before. You just buy the seeds and grow it, and yeah, you get to eat different foods that the store doesn't sell, and you get to try new foods. So it's awesome. Is that like a cherry tomato? The peach tomatoes? Yeah, so I'm growing beefsteak tomato, which are the beefsteak ones, bigger ones, because going to be making, I'm going to try to see if I grow enough to at least either make tomato sauce with it or ketchup for my youngest daughter. When I make, she's like a little Italian child. She loves Italian food. So um, and she loves ketchup. So I thought that maybe I could can it with the beefsteak tomatoes because they grow pretty big. Let me see if I can make this screen bigger. I am on the YouTube sound side. I'm not on StreamYard uh, because I'm using my laptop and I'm nervous to go on my browser because this laptop was after I don't know how many years I had it, 3 years or so. So somebody try to put a virus on my laptop, and let's see. You saw it in somebody else's video. Um, I'm not sure the store sells them. Maybe she grows them. Oh, she was growing them. Okay, I see the next line. She was growing them. Oh, awesome. I found some these little ones that I saw it in a lady's channel. It's a very lovely lady. She's a homesteader. Her name is Linda, and I do enjoy her channel very much. But her channel is called Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. Her name is Linda. Well, there are these very interesting. You find a lot of interesting plants out there. she grows mostly all her groceries except for whatever she needs to buy at the store. Of course, we can't grow everything, but she has a huge garden, huge, and she's been doing it for a long time. But they come and she showed it on a video, and I was so excited that one of our community gardens here in Connecticut, someone bought that seed and grew the plant, and I was able to try it out. I was like, oh my gosh. So it's like smaller than a cherry tomato, but they come in these pockets. So, and you know, usually when a tomato, you harvest the tomato when it's ready to be harvested, it's ripe. So you pick it from the plant. But this particular plant, you don't harvest it. You have to wait they fall off the plant on the dirt. That's how you know they're ready to eat. You can't pick them. And I'm pretty sure people break the rules and pick them. But they come, I have it in the refrigerator, but they come in this little, it's almost like a surprise package. So you have to open, it's just amazing. You have to open it. It's like papering or something. I don't know. I'll show you some kind of plant wrapping. And then you open it and the cherry tomatoes inside. So you have to open it to eat it. So it's just it was interesting, and it's a different flavor. It doesn't taste like tomato. It tastes like something else. I don't know if it was like mango or something, but it was really good. And I was happy to see that when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, they got these here. And I just right there at the garden, I tried it out. I wanted to see how they taste because I saw her grow them, and I'm like, I couldn't, I didn't see those seeds here where I live. I must have they probably sold out, but let's see. Grape tomatoes. Yeah, they come, is that what they call them? They come in a, that's probably what they call them, but it's delicious. It's a little tiny bite of tomatoes, but you could throw them in your salads. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. So, Miss Southern Belle, what you been up to besides diamond painting? Have you been doing any other crafty projects? Let me just bring this camera down a little bit like that. Any crafty projects? Crocheting? I'm trying to finish all my projects. I'm trying. But now the fall's around the corner, and and I'm afraid I'm going to be adding more whips to the pile. But the the fall, the hats and scarves, I want to get them done quick. I don't want to have them sitting around. People are going to need them. So I usually make hats and scarves for family and friends, and mostly family. Um, yeah, every year. And coloring, coding and coloring. Wait, I can't see that. I'm sorry. Oh, awesome. How's that going? I'm sitting right next to a box here that I have not opened in a very long time. I have a lot of painting. I used to love doing painting. I still love doing painting. I just don't have time for it right now. And I live in a small apartment where I don't have room for it. I mean, if I paint something, I'm just going to give it away because I already have a lot of paintings here in my apartment. I already have a lot. And so yeah, so that's the only reason why I haven't been painting is because I have no room for it. A what? Let me see if I can move this up. A witch hat? No. What do you mean, like for Halloween or something? No, I never crocheted or knit a witch hat. Hey, Lydia, you're up too. Hi, Lydia. Welcome in. How you doing? I was not expecting to find anybody up, but I'm glad to see you guys here. Yeah. Awesome. I watch the replay to your live, Lydia. I'm halfway through it because I fell asleep. Um, not during your live. I had to pick it up later because I had to do something, and then I was laying down because I was trying to relax my legs, and then I fell asleep. And what do you know? I'm up at 1 in the morning, Eastern time. Oh, okay. All right. That sounds like, people have fun doing those. I'm actually going to be working on one of my hats that I had designed for a bucket hat I designed for the summer with cotton, but now I'm going to do it with acrylic since the cold weather's, we just got like a month and probably a week or two of summer. Maybe a little over a month, depending, because this weather is strange sometimes. I'll tell you one thing. This was a very hot summer starting in June, and was very hot. I mean, high temperatures here in Connecticut. I am sure is were high temperatures everywhere. But this spring, this summer, it was great. The heat and the rain was awesome for the garden. Awesome. The garden just loved it, and I was happy for it. Let's see. Oh, Lydia, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's the reason why I was laying down. Rest. That's what I meant by resting my legs, because here, me too. And I was like twisting. I was just up for hours, and before I fell asleep. And then all of a sudden, my body just gave out. I just fell asleep. Who I was watching somebody's live, and then it wasn't yours. It was somebody. Not They weren't on live. I was watching the replay of a live. Yeah. So I haven't done a late night, or shall we say early morning. It's 3:03 a.m. Eastern time here right now. Live. Usually I used to do midnight lives, and I used to finish around this time or 2 in the morning. But I guess I'm going to be up with this when the sun is rising. Yeah. But there's no one here but me, and that's why I'm doing it. Actually, I don't want to make a lot of noise from the other tenants, so I just stopped cleaning and do the rest in the morning. I was just cleaning my kitchen, washing dishes, and because I fell asleep without washing dishes, and I'm actually hungry because I fell asleep really. I skipped one meal yesterday, but I'm trying not to eat anything heavy. So yeah, and the garden, my we've been enjoying our cucumbers. Cucumbers are one of the plants I love to grow because it grows really fast. It produces cucumbers. They grow really fast, especially if it rains and then you get sunshine. They grow really fast. So um, we already enjoyed three, and my daughter at first, I like that I'm doing this because I got my daughter into it now, and then my brother. He came to visit me in spring, and I shared some of my seeds with him. And I was happy to know he came for a visit, and I was happy to know that he enjoyed the Tommy Toe tomatoes he's growing where he lives. And him and his friend did use up the seeds and started a garden over there. So I was happy. So, uh, yeah, so the cucumbers are delicious. I'm growing slicing cucumbers and pickling cucumbers. Um, Usually they don't sell pickling cucumbers at my grocery store. It's usually the slicing cucumbers or the really long ones. What do they call those long ones? I don't know where they're from. I don't know if they're from the UK or something, but Anyway, so that's doing well. And zucchinis and yellow squash and butternut squash and carrots. I'm trying to grow carrots. They're a little difficult to grow. Um, but I'm not going to give up because every time I put a lot of seeds to grow carrots, only like 5 or 10 germinates, and it's a little disappointing, but you got to keep practicing it. Carrots are one of the most difficult things to grow for some people. But whatever comes up, that's what we're going to eat. Anyways, yeah. But I'm very happy that I started a potato plant, growing potatoes at my daughter's house. So that is ready for harvest. The thing is, we've been wanting to harvest it this past week, but it's been raining, and you know, you don't want to harvest it when it's really wet. The container where your potatoes are in, it's really wet. So we're gonna leave it for next week. But I also have some growing here at my house in a huge raised bed, and those started growing really fast. Actually, today we had to put more um, potting soil, and because when you grow potatoes, when you don't fill up the whole pot, put the potatoes in, fill up the pot. Some people do it that way with the smaller ones. But what you do is you got to wait for the plant to grow up and then cover that with soil. So every time the plant grows, you have to cover it with soil until you reach the top. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see, to do. But yeah, so that's what's that's what's going on with us. I spoke to my daughter a couple hours before I fell asleep, and she told me that there's a lot of tomatoes growing and that she harvests them, and that we have now like 4 medium-sized cucumbers. I told her pay attention to them because we got rain here today. So every time it rains, your cucumbers, when they're already growing, they grow really fast, and you don't want to get them more than 4 inches because you don't want them to be bitter. I like to get them around 4 inches. It tastes better. Yeah. So I hear, for those who are interested, I want to go to Joann's because I always wanted that granny square yarn from Red Heart Super Saver, and it was always pricey. It was always like, how much? Some stores were like $13 for one skein of that yarn. So I was like, no way, Jose, I'm paying for that. Anyway, Joann has it on sale for $6.99, and I hear they got new colors. So I definitely want to go check it out. I haven't been in Joann's maybe in a year. So I might go check that out before that sale's over or before they sell out, because some people didn't like that yarn, but some people really like the yarn. And I'm not really buying it to make a granny square. I just love the colors. I hear some people are successful in making that granny square out of that yarn, and some people are not having a fun time trying to do the granny square. So I guess you got to go by the amount of stitches to get it to the to color those, whatever how many colors it has to get to a granny square. Okay, Lydia. Well, thank you so much for being here. Feel better, Lydia, and I will be praying for you. That's not fun at all. Lydia, before you go, do you know what will help you? If it would be Epsom salt. You get it at the pharmacy area. Epsom salt. I just bought some today for myself, and you could put it in a container, soak your feet Or you could just put in the bathtub and get in the bathtub and soak your knees like that. Um, it really relaxes your muscles and tension. And a lot of people use it for pain. It's very inexpensive too. I think I found I think I just bought a 4 pound bag for less than $5 at Walmart. That's where I went. I went to the yarn section at my Walmart. There's nothing new exciting there. I wanted to do a video there, but I didn't see anything new. And also, they were playing music. I cannot get on my knees. That's the problem. Yes, yes, I know, because you're putting pressure on it and it's going to cause a lot of more pain. I know how you feel. But try the Epsom salt. Epsom salt. I have it right there. That's going to help you. And especially if you want to, if it's not letting you sleep at night, you could buy, I have bought ones that Epsom salt comes also in the regular. Just let me just see if I could get it. If you're still here, I'll show it to you. Let me put my work down. Let me show it to you. But also it comes in lavender. And I bought the lavender one before and it knocked me out. It just relaxed. Well, I put it in a bathtub because my back hurts, my knee hurts, my foot, that foot has never recovered. Um, when I broke that bone little piece out of my ankle. But the lavender, I was telling my daughter this because she was having a hard time sleeping. I said, the lavender will knock you out. I told her, go get some lavender one because it's going to knock you out. But they come in citrus, citrus one, a citrus, uh, like orange. Even get into the bathtub to soak. Oh, wow. You are married, right? Are you married? Let me just go get the bag to show you. Okay. I got the Equate, but there's another brand too. There's another brand I buy, a name brand, but this works just as good. So it's the Epsom salt, and that's how it looks. So this is the 4 pound bag. And even if you put your foot, if let's say you can't get in the bathtub, get a bucket or a container that is deep enough for you to put water and fit both of your feet in it. And then get a cup or something and start pouring that over your knees. And another thing I've been doing that works is, I don't know, it's strange, but another doctor talked about it too. Vicks, Vicks that you put on if you have a cold or anything like that. Rubbing Vicks, I rub it on my knees and I rub it on my wherever I have pain. So if right before I go to bed, I will rub some of that Vicks, because they have a cream at the pharmacy section, but it's like so pricey that my doctor told me about it. She recommended, and I forgot the name of it, but I think one of these days I'm gonna go buy it. But she said it's good. It's a very a pain reliever cream over the counter that you could get anywhere, actually, any pharmacy that has any store that has a pharmacy like Walmart or Target. But yeah, you're not married yet. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, if there's someone there with you, they probably could uh help you get into the bathtub and help you get out. Um, I know it's painful, but sometimes you might have to endure some pain to get some relief, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, if that makes sense to you. But That's what I do. Like I have a hard time getting in the bathtub. But I know that the Epsom salt's going to work, so I'm going to endure that pain a little bit just to get in there, just with some nice hot water, not to burn your skin, but it's best if you use hot water. Um, that is use the temperature that you could tolerate, as hot as you could tolerate, and that will help you. Do that every night before you go to bed and see if it helps you. So they got some with fragrances, and then they got some that is just plain that people don't want to use any. If you're like allergic to fragrance or anything like that. But the let me see, the lavender one I love. I love so much. I love that one. That one will knock you out. I used to, when my daughters were babies, I used to buy like the lavender, excuse me, shampoo. I mean lavender body wash for them and lotion, and will help them sleep. So it's the same thing for us. Because one of my daughters were colicky, and it was not fun at all. But I, you know, that's when they didn't even have any medicine for babies that were colicky. Now they do. They have over the counter stuff for them. Yeah, so I pray you feel better, And they say walk as much as, which you could, which, as far as you can, or as long as you can, 10 minutes a day, whatever. The thing about knee pain is that you have to be active. You can't just sit around or laying around. We want to because it hurts, but we have to. And actually, your knees start to feel a little better when you do walk. I'm not sure if you had an injury. I think you had an injury, right? All right. So see, this is the thing about this yarn that it snags on me, and I just have to pull it. This is a project that might take longer than I really expected because of that. But because I love the colors, that's all right. I could have been halfway done with this, but I have started this project over because I didn't do the right numbers of stitches I needed to start for my size. And so yeah. So lucky that I caught onto it when the project was still small. It's very quiet here. It's very quiet. Of course, everybody's sleeping or coming home from the clubs. So Lydia, are you still here? I do physical therapy right now for 2 days a week. Yeah, that's awesome too. Yep. Physical therapy. I did all that. I did the pool therapy for my knees. I did the pool therapy. I think that helped me better than the exercise they did because it was less pain, less pain to deal with while they're doing the therapy because the pool a lot of people do like to do the pool therapy because especially when it's joint pains or anything like that. It's just like when some people like to do exercise if they have like a bad back or something in the pool because you don't injure yourself or your muscles. You fell down in the what? Let me see. Something's in my way here. Path. Yeah, it'll take some time for healing. Hopefully within the 6 weeks of your therapy. I don't know how long you've been doing it, but they usually start you on a 6 week therapy program. Um you should start feeling better. I hope you do anyways. Yeah. I guess with injuries everybody heals different. Depends. Let's see. Short violin player. Welcome in. Well, good morning to you too. How are you doing today? Where are you from? I am from the United States. I live in Connecticut in the East Coast. Welcome. So you play the violin? I take it. My daughter wants to learn the violin. She's 19. I'm thinking of buying her one for as a gift. See, it just snags this yarn. I am knitting right now. I'm knitting a cardigan for myself. This beautiful color of blues, purple, grays, and I believe that's white. Yeah, it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening here. Well, morning, you could say. It's still dark out, but morning. I am right awake. I am right awake. I'm in trouble because I fell asleep when I shouldn't have fallen asleep for so many hours, and now I'm up. Well, I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow but church, and I was thinking of going to Joanne's. We will see. Sundays they might be busy. I am originally from Texas, but I have lived in Colorado, California, and Missouri. Oh, okay. Awesome. I always wanted to visit all those places, but I always wanted to visit California. It's so beautiful. Yes. I was born and raised here in Connecticut on the East Coast. But I also lived in Puerto Rico. I lived in Chicago, Illinois, and I lived in Florida, and I lived in New York when I was a little girl with my mom. But yeah, those are the only places I lived. Mostly, most of my life, most of my adult life, I lived here in Connecticut. Oh, you now reside in Kansas. How do you like Kansas? Topeka, Kansas. Do you guys get a lot? Do you get tornadoes over there? How you like it over there? Is it the cost of living over there low in Kansas? Not here in Connecticut. Cost of living here is high. Oh, you hate it? Ooh, that's not good. How long you been living there? I don't know if I'll retire in another state. I always thought about, because you know the way things are going now with the economy and food prices and everything. You know, I was thinking of leaving Connecticut in the future to a more lower income, affordable state, but I don't know. We'll see. I've been here. I was born here. I have the bulk of my family lives here. A large number of my family lives here. They're everywhere, but a large number of them live here. Uh, no, our taxes at the stores are 9.2. Oh, wow. Since 2018. Wow. That's a lot. I heard Alabama is, if you want to retire, is one of a few states here in Connecticut to retire. It's low income or affordable housing, and yeah. I never been to Alabama, but my daughter knows someone that moved out of Connecticut, moved to Alabama, and she said she would never come back. She loves it. And then one of YouTubers that I follow, homesteader, kind of homesteader. He's an older gentleman. He lives in Alabama. But my friend bought property, a couple she buys property and fixes and sell it. So she bought a few of them there, and she loved it. She loved Alabama. I forgot what part of Alabama. I have to ask her, but she was buying houses over there. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Last year she bought a house there for like, it's a fixer upper, but um she was done with it. I think she paid $35,000 for a 3 bedroom with I forget how many acres of land. Um, and then when she fixed it up, she sold it for over $100,000. So I wanted to rent one of the properties she bought. It was a condominium, but it was 3 bedrooms. It was 3 bedrooms, and the living room and one of the main bedroom had fireplaces. So it was 2 floors. You had your own private backyard. You had your own parking space. 3 bedrooms. She was going to rent it for $750 a month. Can you believe that? That would have been a blessing these days, because it's hard to find rent. I paid that here, and it's a 1 bedroom. It's a 1 bedroom. And it was, I couldn't believe it. It was beautiful. It came with washer, dryer, um, dishwasher. What else? It was a beautiful place for that price. That's awesome. So she didn't want to rent. She will rent it to me because I'm her longtime friend for like over 30 years. But she was looking to sell it. And she was like, but I'll rent it to you if you want to come, if you want to move out here. But you know, it's easier said and done to move like that. And my youngest daughter didn't want to move down there. So um she tried to get one of her daughters to rent it, who live in one of her daughters to rent it that live in Florida, and she didn't want, because she's paying $1,500 rent or something like that. She's like, oh, you could rent it for $750, but if I was by myself, I would jump on it. But so what happened was that she did a own to rent to own. She wanted to sell it and not do rent to own, but she couldn't get a buyer fast enough, and there was a couple that wanted to do rent to own, so I guess that's what she did. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She said that the people are friendly. You know, that's the Bible Belt down there. Oh man. She said, man, there's a church almost in every corner. But anyways, she she said it was different um, than Florida where she lived, the people. And she loved it so much that every time she went, it's like a 6 hour drive from her house, 6 hours from where she lives in Florida. So, because she lives in Haines City, Florida. So that's more North Florida in the north more. And so 6 hour drive, she said. So she went down there twice, but every time she went down there, she spent a few months there. And so she found a church there that she really liked, and the people got to know her. And she was just really said nothing, just said only nice things about it. But the apartment was the condominium was beautiful. It was just, I couldn't believe it. She sent me pictures. I was like, "Girl, are you renting that for $750?" And she was like, "Yeah, because the you have to go when you're buying a house and you're renting, you have to go with whatever is the renting price in this area." And so in this area, in this community, that's what it was for 3 huge bedrooms. I was like, "Oh, okay." But I think when she showed it to me, I was in a hunt for an apartment, but I was still here in Connecticut. I still had to get some things done here in Connecticut. And I couldn't move away. Yeah. See, I'm trying to fix this. This is just annoying sometimes, this yarn. Yeah, but I want to finish this project next since I finished my beautiful blanket back here. So I just want to finish you can't see it open because I'm knitting. Once I get to the other side, finish this row, you'll be able to see it more clearly. It's not hard at all. Crocheting, people seem to think that it's easier. My first passion was crochet. It still is. I've been crocheting for a long time. I mean, maybe 25 years. I just picked up knitting 2 years ago. And I started with small projects like a scarf or washcloth or something like that. So I started with the knit stitch, which is the garter stitch. It's the easiest one. So yeah, you do have to learn how to cast on and all that, how to get the needles, the yarn going onto your needles and things like that. But with practice, once you get that going, and then you do your first maybe couple rows of garter stitch, it's so easy. You just could do this stuff like just sitting here watching TV and not really, have to really pay attention a lot to it once you get used to it. But it's fun. I love it. It's fun. I knitted this whole blanket here. Let me just, since you're new here, I just didn't sew the loose end yet because I have finished it at my daughter's house and I didn't have my little what's called a yarn needle to sew the loose ends. But and this is how it looks. I call it because it's 12 colors by accident. I didn't even intentionally pick 12 colors. I went as I picked the color as I went, but I went by how long I wanted it and it ended up to be 12 colors. So I call it the 12 tribes, the 12 tribes of 12 tribes of Judah, the 12 tribes in Jerusalem. Yeah, so that's what I picked. So I picked these. This is how it looks. So it's just called a scrap yarn stripy blanket. Actually, I show you the wrong side. This is the right side. um, that's what it is. And there's different types of yarns here because you're using scrap yarn. So that's what you're going to use, different yarns. You don't have to use scrap yarn. I mean, you could use brand new a skein of yarn if you want to pick, the colors you want to pick. But this is what they call a scrappy yarn blanket. You use your scrap yarn that you have left over from other projects that you finished, and you make stuff out of it. And people just love it. There's people that just love all this scrap blanket. They make scrap yarn cardigans, scrap yarn, different things, scarves, you know. So this happens to be a blanket for me. So I'm 5'1", and this blanket it's up to my chin. Yeah. A lot of work, a lot of stitches in here. A lot of stitches in here. I'll just put it back here. But yeah. But I love it. I want to make another one, but not anytime soon. It takes a lot of time. So I have some other stuff to finish that needs my attention. And thank you. I remember when you were crocheting the black the black leggings, stockings. Yeah. Yes. I finished the skirt. And I don't know if you've seen my skirt. I showed it when I finished it. One of my videos here on my channel. I'm actually going to do a tutorial with that skirt because I love it so much. I just didn't want to do it for the summer because it's so hot. And to be honest, the only reason I finished this blanket is because I have AC. If not, nobody likes to crochet or knit with this acrylic yarn in the summer. It's too hot, let's be honest. But usually we work with cotton. And that's what I did in the beginning of the spring and summer. And so I put down the leggings, but I'm going to finish it. I'm halfway through the last foot, and then I'll be done. So fall's around the corner. So I want to do it in white as well. I did it in black, but I want to do it in white, and I want to do it in brown. But I love the fitting of it. It fits and it's so comfortable. It's better than pantyhose, but it's very comfortable. You know, people do wear leggings under their skirts and dresses in the winter, you know, go to church and things like that. Or if you're a person that wear dresses all the time or skirts, it's more comfortable and it'll keep you warmer. It's a better fit when you wear your boots. Yeah. Thank you. You're only 4'8", so I think it would have covered. You're too funny. You're crocheting? I'm crocheting. You're crocheting with it? That's about all I got for acrylics. Oh, okay. So what are you working on? Yeah, I love that skirt, and I wanted to make a summer version, but my hand was hurting so much. Like, I'm so surprised I finished this blanket because my hand was just in a lot of pain. I'm not sure because it was the knitting, but because that's a lot of stitches. But they're hurting a little less. They feel a little better in the last 2-3 days, but they were hurting a lot. Where I will work on the blanket, put it down, work on the blanket, put it down, give my hand a massage, a rest. I'm looking for these gloves that were gifted to me for hand pain when you're knitting and crocheting. I thought I had in a box over here, but I do have those gloves that was gifted for when you do suffer from hand pain because of knitting or crocheting. You only have a little cotton yarn. Oh, you're making a blanket for hubby. What color are you making it? I love blankets. When I started crocheting, that's the main thing. Well, the main thing I did was first was scarves and hats, but then I got into blankets, and I made so many blankets for. This is my only 25-year crocheting. This is my only second blanket I made for myself. All the other blankets, I only own 2 for myself. This one and a fall color one. And that one I made 3-4 years ago. The one that has all the fall colors that I love. That blanket, because the fall is my favorite time of the one of my favorite season is fall and spring. So I made a fall one for me and this one. That's it. All the other blankets have been for my family, or somebody asked me for a blanket, or a new baby in the family. And yeah, so I thought, you know what, if I'm gonna knit a blanket, because that's a lot of work, it's gonna be for me. Some lady saw it and she loved it, and she asked me how much I would charge for it, and I was scared and nervous to even give her an answer, because they don't understand the hard work and how long it takes for you to knit this. You know, it's crochet is faster than knitting, and so they don't know, they don't understand how many hours it's going to take you. So if you give them a price range of, like, let's say $200 for that blanket, or $300, they're going to be in shock. But I rather just crochet blankets for them and not knit, because I'll make them faster and they don't have to worry so much about losing their heads when they hear the price for it. Ooh, my favorite color is blue. So you're doing the deep diamond blue. Oh, he's gonna love that. He's gonna love it. So what yarn are you using? Are you using the denim yarn? The jean yarn? Well, it's not jean, but it looks like jean. Those are one of my favorite yarns. I think the first one I bought from that one is from Mary Maxim. And I think I still have some here of that yarn. They had it in different colors. But of course, I got the blue. I got the blue. What crochet hook you use for your blankets? Because for my blankets, like for this one here behind me, the knitting needles was size 8. And I usually, even if it's a 4 medium weight, either 6 to 8 is for my blankets. Size 6 and crochet hook to 8. Um, yeah, he will. The yarn is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Okay, yes, that's good. That's a very soft yarn. I love Hobby Lobby's yarn. It's very soft. Oh, okay. So is that like a Christmas present or something you're working on? I follow the size on the label. This little heart here is hiding the comment, part of the comment. Here, let me move it. Let's see if I can move it. Okay, of the label. Okay. Is the 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Is it a 4-weight yarn? Is it 4-weight? Well, yeah, it is a 4-weight. So I love this yarn. It's 4-weight. Oh, okay. So yeah, he'll love it. Yeah, I always make sure that I make blankets, because I had an experience once, and when you make blankets, it's a lot of work, depending on the size of the blanket. I don't know. It's like I'm going to start making lap gans for seniors they're building a new senior place here where I live. And I want to donate some over there. But every time, let's be honest, I'm being honest. Every time I start a blanket and I said it's going to be a lap gan, it ends up being just a full size blanket. I can never make unless it's for a baby. Unless it's for a baby, all the other blankets, they're just regular size blankets. Sometimes I overdo it, even for babies. Like, even for babies, you don't really have to go bigger than 35 by 35 or 45 by 45 inches. And I do it much bigger, where the baby still could be 5 years old and still use the blanket. When she turns 5 years old, she could use it for 5 years. Oh, okay. Just because. That's nice. Yeah, make sure you make yourself one, because sometimes, we always put ourselves last, right? We make stuff for our friends and families, and We always uh never think of ourselves. That's why I made that skirt for me. I love that skirt. And the leggings was because, like I said, I had bought like even the winter stockings that they're thicker and they like $10 for one pair. Um, they rip easily too, and I was like, wow, that's what really got me to doing the leggings because I have quite a few of those. They're called legging stockings, I believe they are. They for the winter, fall and winter, but they're probably just a little thicker than regular stockings. And if you don't no, put them on carefully, they also will rip. Hey, Mary, welcome in. How are you, Mary? It's nice to see you. How you doing? Are you feeling better? I hope you are. Let's see. There's nothing wrong with making them bigger. Yeah, I know, right? Get rid of more yarn. Plus, it's more fun. I think that's what it is that I enjoy it so much. I just keep going and going. You know, when I started to knit, what is your first name? Short violin player. What is your first name? Is this your first time here on the live chat? I think you because I don't remember seeing you in my live chat. Were you one of those people that watch like behind the bushes, which is okay too. I just want to know if this is your first time in the live chat. But um yeah, I just enjoy making them, you know. But when I started learning how to knit, you're practicing. So when I was making my first scarf, and I love that scarf. It's multicolored scarf, and I still have it. That was like 2 years ago, and and then I use different size of yarn. I had used a 4-way, a 5-way, so it's a little thicker in other places than other places. But I love it. And I got so many compliments here and in person with this scarf. Anyways, the scarf ended up being 70 something stitches, 70 something inches longer than I wanted it to be. It's so long that I have to wrap it around twice, but it's pretty. It was fun. That's because I just kept going, you know, like the little bunny that just keeps going, you know, because you're practicing, you're having so much fun and you're trying something new, you know, and you're like enjoying it. So yeah, I had a good laugh about that scarf. Oh, Kathy. Okay. Oh, they have stopped, but we have the, oh, your aunt, my aunt that you have been praying for cancer spread. They have stopped the chemo. Sorry, is that I don't have my reading glasses and this is not letting me go in my own live here. Hold on, let me see if I can go back in. Let me get out and go back in. Ah, now it works better. Let me make sure this is on low. Oh, here we go. My aunt and praying for start the chemo, but we have the blessing of her coming to visit us for a week in the middle of August. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your aunt, Mary. I'll be praying for you and your family. I mean, we can never give up hope, right? But I always say, I don't know. I don't know what to say because, you know, I lost my mother to cancer. So I know it's a very difficult time for family. My YouTube used to be Kathy Love to Crochet. Oh, okay. I remember. All right, all right, all right. So you've been here before. Yeah, uh Mary. Yeah, I'll keep her in my prayers continually. I pray for everybody that for sickness and illness, but I pray for everybody that has cancer and everything. And I always wanted to do something for St. Jude's Hospital. We have one in New York, but um those are just one of those things that you just can't explain. Like sometimes I'm like, why are these babies that are just babies? Because children are getting cancer from where? Why are they getting cancer at such a young age? They haven't even been living long enough to probably get it from chemicals or the environment, the air, or food, or whatever it might be, uh, products that you use. Um, I don't know. But only God knows that, he knows everything. So we can't lose our hope and we have to trust in him. I don't desire that for nobody, but because it's hard to see a family member go through that. I get to give her one last hug. I am grateful to God for that. And she knows where she's going. Amen. Amen. Glory be to God. Yes. Yes, where there's no more sickness, no more pain, no more suffering, no more crying. Yes. That's what I say about my mom when I get sad about her. I'm like, okay, Lane, relax. She's in a better place. Let's not be selfish. You want her here, but she's in a better place and she's not suffering anymore with that terrible, terrible, terrible disease. That, yeah. So let's see. I have a friend whose great grandson was born with it. His mom has a gene that has it and landed on him too. Oh, he's healed. Praise God. Praise God. Thank God. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine an adult going through it? It's painful and they suffer, go through the pain and suffer. Imagine a child. I can just not imagine it. And we have to be grateful for our lives because, like I always said, when you're going through something, always look back because somebody else is going through it worse. So we have to be grateful for our lives, the lives we have, and for everything that God gives us in our lives. So let's see. Oh, he's deaf and has to wear glasses. He's two. The cutest little guy. Oh, I bet he is. I bet he is. Um, well, I'm glad to hear that he has been healed from cancer. Amen. In Jesus' name, I'm so glad. And I don't know, it's just one of those things you just can't explain. To look how this is getting. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm almost at the end of my row, and this happens. I'm gonna try to fix it when I'm talking to you guys. She even has a Facebook group for him called Brandon's World. Oh, I'll go check it out. I'm sometimes on Facebook. I'm not there all the time, but I go there once in a while because to stay in touch with family, friends. Because I like to post things there. Also, I have a craft page on Facebook, which is doing very well. I mean, I'm surprised that because at first when I started that craft page, I only had like for a while I only had like a little over 100 followers. Now I'm almost at 500, which I am happy about. I've been meeting new people there, people I don't even know. Um, oh gosh, hold on a second. This is my Facebook page. It's I try to fix that where it says handmade, but I had contacted them so many times. They won't let me fix it. Don't look at that. But it says Elaine's Creations handmade with love. So yeah, look at all my subscribers now and all the likes. I was very happy about that. Um, if you want to check out this page in my main YouTube page and the background border thing on the right somewhere, you'll see the link for Facebook. I'll show the Facebook link. And you just click on it and it'll take you there. But yeah, I've been I have to do more with that Facebook account. I put up I was did a short video. I think the last thing I put was doing a short video when I was almost done with this blanket behind me, just showing them how to do the garter stitch. Let's go back in here. Back in here, my life. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm excited about getting this done. I want to get this done. But if this yarn keeps messing with me, if it gives me a headache, I put it down because I don't, and I'll just start working on something else. But I'm working on a new project. It's going to be for kids. What? Yeah, it's for kids. It's not for adults. It's for kids, and I'm excited about it. I don't know. I'll try to get it done. I'll try to see if I get it. I think about stuff and I write it in my crochet knit notebook, and then I start sketching and doing things like that. And I've been excited about it. I've been thinking about it since I think the beginning of this year. I just haven't been able to get around to get to it, but hopefully I could get it at least one, do one at least. But I want to do more than one, but at least do one to show it here before the year's over. It's a great idea for kids. Uh, of course, this is amigurumi, but it's more than just an amigurumi. But once I get it done, I'll show it to you guys. But that's one of the things I do. I think about like the skirt I made. I think about it, and then I just pick the colors and I just work with it. Free. I just what do you say that freelancing, crochet. But yeah, that's what I do. I get it on paper. It's in my brain, from my brain to the paper, from the paper to my hands, to my crochet hook. But would talk or anything, so I put it on pause. Um, yeah, I wanted to do a group page because mine's is a page. It's not like the group page. There's the page on Facebook, and then there's a group page. Even though in my page I tell people they're welcome to come, and somehow I put it public, but somehow someone told me they couldn't share their pictures there because I said y'all could share your pictures, y'all could share your work. Because I couldn't just handle so many things. At the time I had Instagram and I had Facebook, I had TikTok. I still got TikTok. I just never put anything there for a while. And then the my own Facebook personal account, and then the Facebook page, and then to do a group, it was just going to be too much. So maybe in the near future. I do follow a few of my yarny friends from YouTube on their Facebook group. I do enjoy that very much. I am 400 woohoo away from what? Away from 3,000 growing together. That's awesome. Where, on YouTube or on Facebook? I have been what? Your contact? Thank you. I gotta look at this phone because I can't read. You've been watching some of my contact. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You enjoy my gift? I hope you enjoy my gift. Once I reach 2,000 subscribers here, I will. Um, I'm doing a big giveaway. So everybody, help me get there. I'm at 1,400 and something. But let's be honest. These past few months, I've not been too much here. Just a video or one every 2 weeks because of mainly because the garden. I have 2 gardens I'm working on. It is garden season. It will be over soon. So I'll be doing more, creating more content in this my channel for you guys. But gardening does keep you busy. You got to be on top of those plants. But the reward at the end is awesome. You know, there's nothing more enjoyable than eating the food that you grew, and also that your family watch and learn how it's done. Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy for you, Mary. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love your channel too. We got to do that thing you talked about. Now that if you're feeling better and you're back on here. My favorite melon is watermelon. Did you grow any? Well, the funny thing is about that, no, I did not, because it's my daughter's fault. I'm trying to give her some responsibilities in the garden because I did most of the work. I both gardens, you know, even the one at her house. The only thing she helped me was with the purchase of some of the potting soil, and then, but I planted all the seeds. I started here the seeds indoors from March, and then I transplant them out when the weather was right, and then so it was hard to even get them to water, do the watering and stuff. And I was a little nervous about that garden because I live 4 towns up north more than her. And at the time I didn't have a car. We didn't have a car. Now we have a car. By the time we'd have a car, and but everything survived, thank God. And so she wanted to grow watermelon. I said, okay, here's the seed. She bought the seeds herself. I'm like, okay, here, even recently, but since spring, summer, the girl has not started the watermelon. So then the other day I was talking to her, and she goes, "Oh, mom, I really want to start my watermelon." I said, "Girl, you're late with that. You had to start that months ago. But if you want to throw it, just throw it in the dirt and see what happens. Go ahead." So I gave her the pot, put it in the seed, put the package of the seed in the pot on her kitchen table so that she will see it and get it done. But I asked her yesterday, after I think few days ago was when I did all this at her house, and she never got it done. I said, "Listen, you got to get it done, and but next year we'll do it." I'm excited because I'm growing butternut squash, and I'm kind of excited to see how big that plant's gonna get. But I'm not sure how much fruit I'm gonna get from that because I started that a little late in the season, but I heard it grows pretty well in the fall before your first frost. We love watermelon too. You know what's the great thing about growing your own watermelon is that there's so many different water. I got watermelon I bought from the grocery store right there, and I bought watermelon, and I got melon. I just did I bought a lot of healthy food to eat. I'm trying to lose more weight, but watching other homesteaders, gardeners, there are so many different watermelons out there in the world. So many different seeds of watermelon that I would like to try than your standard watermelon they sell at the grocery store. So no, but next year we want to try the little watermelons and then the big ones. She wants to grow the big ones. I'm gonna grow the little ones. I bought the seeds. I also bought seeds for watermelon, but I didn't put mines. I didn't have time to grow mines because I was just had too much on my plate with the garden. So I have the, is it candy watermelon? It's supposed to be candy something. It's supposed to be sweet, very sweet. Oh, you love the seedless. And I think my daughter's the opposite. She likes it with seeds. And lately the store's been selling a seedless. I don't care if they are. Let me see. Let me look in here. I don't know what's up with this chat. Hold on. On my phone. I don't care if they are red, meat, or orange. Sometimes orange is sweeter. Yeah. Where did you get the orange one? I can't find those in the store. I mean the melons are different, yeah. But watermelons, I have seen them growing them, and the orange one, yellow one, red one, pink ones. Um, yeah, they'll be fun to watch to grow. But the critters really, the you gotta watch with the mices and stuff because I watch Linda is her name. She's from the south, and where she lives, I gotta find out where she lives. I think it's in the Carolinas, but her channel's called um Sweet Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. Go check her out. You guys are gonna enjoy her very much. Let me see if I put her the link to her channel here. She doesn't even know who I am, but I am a great. I love her channel. She's been doing this for a long time. Anyways, she was showing her watermelon patch, and she's so upset because this year she lost a lot of her watermelon. She got to enjoy some, but she lost a lot of them to the mouses, and to the critters. And they'll make a hole in it. They go in there and they eat up her watermelon. So yeah, it's a win or loss. Sometimes you're fighting the critters. You're fighting the deers. You're fighting even the caterpillars and caterpillars. They ate up um my kale plant that was growing so beautifully. I got to eat one little leaf that I put in my smoothie, and they ate it all up. And I never had a problem growing kale here. So I'm for now on I'm going to cover it with a netting because any of your brassicas had to be covered because of these white butterflies that laid their eggs on there. So, anyways, I was upset about that because it was growing big already and they ate it up. I have a video here showing the caterpillars actually on my kale. If you guys want to see the short video, it's a short video. But anyways, I'm gonna share her channel because the lady is a master, and girl just keeps growing food, 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 food. She's a vegan. She's a vegan, but not her children. Her children eat meat, but she's a vegan, so that kind of, I see why she has such a huge garden. Just more than one garden. Let me see. Oh, the farmer market. I haven't been to the one here. Last year I used to shop in the farmer market, and this year because I'm growing my own food, I haven't really went. But I really want to go because there's certain things I was not successful this year with. First of all, we didn't do pumpkins, which we wanted to grow pumpkins, watermelons, which I bought mine at Walmart, and then what else I wanted to see? My onions, they're still growing. We'll see how they do, but I don't think they're going to be any big. This is my first time growing onions and carrots, any of the squashes, and it's my first time growing. So I'm excited. I love the zucchini squash and the to summer squash, yellow squash. I love that plant. That plant grows so beautiful. But let me see if I could share that with you guys if you're interested. Um, like I said, she doesn't know I exist, but I love her channel. Um, she just has a great bubbly, positive energy. Let me just see. Personality is what I wanted to say. Um, sweet. Yeah, Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. So I'm going to share that link here. Mm, let's see here. I can't believe how awake I am. All right. Whoa, there's a delay here on this. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's her channel. That's her channel there if you're interested. Anybody here or watching a replay? That is her channel right there. I think you will enjoy. I watch her video. She puts a video on every day. One video on every day. Cotton candy flavor. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm awake too. I did the same thing you did. Oh, you had a long nap. You had a long nap. Yeah, I was tired. I did a lot today too. I'm already getting up at 5:30 in the morning most 5 days, 4 days of the week, and then sometimes even earlier than that. But the reason I get up at 5 in the morning is because I take my daughter to work, and then Saturdays I still get up at 5, even though she doesn't go into 8. Yeah, she doesn't go into 8. Then we had a mechanic come here because um, we had the car only this past Wednesday. It's been only a week on the road since we bought it, and already Route 8 where I live, they're fixing the highways, but they're terrible, and I hate driving on Route 8 towards where my daughter's job is. So I don't know. Somehow it's impossible to crack a rim, but we cracked a rim from one of her tires. And anyways, we bought the rim, and it was cheaper that I bought the rim from a used car part place. Always try that first because I went to a professional place because at first we thought we just had a flat, but it wasn't that. The tire's fine. It was a rim. The rim was cracked. So when the rim is cracked, your tire starts deflating, but it's not. It's because of that. So then he wanted $160 for just the rim. So I almost had a heart attack. So we went to the used car place and I paid $50 for a used one. And then $40 to pay the mechanic to put it on. So that's less than $100 for the whole thing. And it's metal, so it should last for a very long time. So we had to get that done today, and I had to work on the I worked on my garden today. The one here in my house. I went to bed early yesterday and now I'm awake. I slept 12 hours. Oh wow, you slept 12. You slept more than I did. I slept like maybe 4 hours. Yeah, I think that's I'm almost done fixing that. Can you believe that? It's smaller now. Let me see. I want to oh, there it goes. I fixed it. Let me finish this row. Kathy and whoever's here. I want to show you that tomato I was talking about that is very interesting that it grows in a little uh package. You have and then you have to You have to let it fall from the plant, not harvest it on the plant. And then you open it and there's a little cherry tomato in there. It's just fascinating to me how these things are. But they never sell these at the store neither. Um let me see, where did I put them? Hold on a second. So this is how it looks, Kathy, now that I'm done with that row. But it's on a circular, so it's like it's longer. But there you go, and I keep going. So it's gonna go this way from here all the way around to the back to this other side over here. Yeah, so I'm doing I'm doing crochet and knitting on this one. So the first, I think 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows is crochet. And the remaining of the back that's going to go across to the back is all going to be knit. And then right here, when it goes across this way, it's going to be crocheting this way. So I was thinking of the buttons. That's why I did that. But let's see. See who's here. Oh, there's 6 people here. Hello, people watching the background. How you doing? Welcome in. Where you from? You're welcome to come and chat with us. Hold on, let me get it because it's so interesting. I just want to share. It's so interesting, and maybe you guys never seen one of these. This is the first time I ever saw one. Sorry, I was moving my cup. Was at Linda's channel that I just shared with you. Hold on a second. Okay, so I go to this community garden and I put my stuff in paper bags what I harvest because you could keep in there for a long time before you even start drying them or canning them. Well, things that don't go in the refrigerator, but you don't have to put in the refrigerator. So I did collect a few of these. I left some for other people. I'm going to go back and get more because I ate my first one and it was delicious. But I gave my daughter one, my eldest daughter. I said, look, try this out. So this is what it is. They're like this. And this is almost like this paper, but a little lighter and texture, a little lighter, right? So it grows. At first, this is white when it starts growing, and then it gets this little tan color to it, and then it falls off the plant. So once it falls off the plant, it's ready to harvest. So you open it. So you don't eat this. It's what's inside you eat. So you open it, and let's see, can you guys see it? You open it, and look, it's a little cherry tomato in there. So you take it out of there. You throw it out to the side, and it's this little tiny cherry. It's smaller than your standard cherry tomato, and you eat it. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. It's so good. It don't taste like cherry tomatoes. You could taste at the end a little bit of the tomato, but it's more like citrus flavor. So, and then you eat it. And she liked it. There's one that tastes like mango. Okay. Isn't that interesting? It comes in this little paper thing, and you open. It grows right from the plant. Let me see. It's good for a little snack, or your lettuce, your salads. I know, right? They're so small. I mean, I would, if I ever grow this plant, I would grow more than just one because I don't know how many grows in a plant, but I thought it was interesting. I never saw that here in the grocery stores. I never even heard of it until I saw it. That's why I like to watch some of these homesteaders. I never even heard of it until I watched it on Linda's channel. But that's how they look. I see, where's my camera? Like that. Yeah. I thought it was kind of weird that you gotta let it fall on the potting soil, and then and that's when you harvest it. You know, like, but that's how it is with that one. It's just kind of fun. It's fun when you just grow your own things sometimes. Yeah. So, wow, I've been here an hour and 40 minutes. All right, so I'm going to make the 2 hour mark and then we're going to be calling it the morning because it's morning. It is 4:20 a.m. I think we have the sun rises here at 5:30 in the morning. Yep. My peppers are growing so beautifully. I just love growing peppers now. It's so much fun. I never was success growing peppers until this year. Successfully, where you get more than one pepper in a plant. I have like eight pepper in a plant, and then the more you harvest it, the more it grows peppers. So I'm growing bell peppers right now, and those are the only ones I'm growing. I try to start the Spanish peppers, but I did them a little too late for my daughters. Hot peppers for them, not for me because I don't like anything hot. But I was going to do hot peppers. Hot peppers, they grow so fast, and hundreds of them in one plant. To make them hot sauce. They love my grandson, my two daughters, they love hot food. I don't enjoy it very much. If it's mild, I don't mind, but if it's hot, no. But they do. So I wanted to make them some hot sauce. But not this year. The peppers, I started them in March indoors because I think that's why I'm so successful with my peppers, because the first time I grew them was not indoors in March. I think it was May. So peppers here where I live, because we have such a short garden season here, for this, for the summer. Peppers only do well in the summer. So I started for me starting on them indoor. That's why they're so successful now. They're growing so many peppers now. Somebody stole a few of my peppers though from my garden, but I check them every day, and so far that has stopped, I guess, because I got the rest of my peppers are still in my plant growing. But yeah, I'm gonna do a. I did a August 1st garden tour video on my daughter's house because I forgot to do it for July, the end of July. But I haven't done one for mines yet, so I'll do mines this week. Please don't forget, everyone. It helps her out. Oh, for the thummies. Yes, guys, it helps me out. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And if you're just watching the replay, if you just say hello or let me know what you're working on. Do you knit or crochet? Just a few words, not to take up too much of your time. All you have to do is say hello, or that you enjoy my channel, or whatever you want to say. Um, that helps too. Yeah. I wanted to get a sea turkey for growing tomatoes. What is that? Topsy turvy for growing tomatoes. Let me see. I can't see. Oh, that's is that like a trellis? I have to look that up. I had to stake in my tomatoes have tomato cages, but the Tommy Toad tomato grows so many of them in clusters that, and it's in a big pot, that it was leaning to the side a little bit. I said, oh, no, my plant's not gonna break. So I went to Ocean State Job Lot. They have these bamboo stakes, and they're cheaper than the green one, the steel ones. So anyways, I bought them about 3 for that plant. I staked it today because she already had a bamboo one that she started with before she started producing fruit. That was a thinner one. I bought a bigger bamboo ones and sticked it on three parts of the plant. And then I had to stake my peppers because they were leaning to the front because of all the peppers they're getting, plus they're growing. But they're running out of supplies. Of course, around this time of year, they don't the gardening supplies are low, and I'm surprised to see that some places still have seeds and they're not on sale. Like they were on sale starting July, but some of the stores, like Walmart, I went the other day, and they still had a few package of seeds, and they were not on sale. And I'm kind of surprised about that because we are in August. It should be on clearance. But Ocean State Job Lot, I don't know if you have one where you live, but they had quite a few seeds still left. But I wasn't gonna pay full price around this time of year for it. Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that they grow upside down. Does that only work for cherry tomatoes though, or even the beefsteak tomatoes? I have seen that with cherry tomatoes, but not regular sized tomatoes. And that's great to also do strawberries. Strawberries as well. I started strawberry takes a while to grow because I started from seed this year. And my plant, I'm going to show in a future video. My second channel is called CT Valley Girl Gardens. I'll leave the link here. That's my channel about everything about food, whether it be about cooking or which I haven't done a cooking video in a while, but cooking, growing, canning, and everything like that. Sales, how to preserve your food, prepping. But um, in that channel, you will see my strawberry plants. I have two. I mean, I have two containers that has quite a few strawberry plants growing in it, but they took a long time. But I'm still going. I'm not going to get strawberries this year. But what's good about the strawberry plant is don't throw them away. They're perennials, so they're going to come back the next year, and they're going to grow. They could grow and produce for 3 years. That one strawberry plant. Um, Let me see. See here. But I went to the community garden. They had this raised bed full of beautiful big strawberry patch. Beautiful, but there were no strawberries. People were just harvesting them. First come, first serve, people. Um, Slow feet don't eat. That's my saying. Slow go. Slow feet don't eat. When I gave my brother the season and he was supposed to have been started already weeks ago, when I text him, I said, "Hey, did you start your seeds already?" And he's like, "No, no, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it," but he ended up doing it. I said, "Hey, slow feet don't eat. You have a limited time space to start your garden and to harvest here in the East Coast. It's very limited. We don't have a long growing season. You need to hurry up and do it." And he did it. But I'm glad that I'm encouraging them. I think it's important. Share. Uh, all right. So this is my second channel. Anybody would like for me to drop the link, I could do that to your channel. Let me know. I might change this name, this YouTube channel name. I'm not sure. I've been thinking about it. So CT Valley Girl Garden. Uh, I was trying to upload a video of the garden, of the community garden, today, and somehow the Wi-Fi here was not cooperating. It was taking hours to download, and I'm like, no, I don't think I'm doing that. But if you can see, it's right here still downloading. And if that continue, I'm gonna have to go to Dunkin' Donuts where maybe their Wi-Fi is much better than mine's. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, let me show you the beautiful pictures I took. Let's see here. All right, so they have the saniest flowers growing there, and I was only able to grow one this year, and she's taking forever to bloom. But I'm so happy to announce that my sunflowers, they're starting to get the head on the top, and I'm so excited because I was worrying about it because we were like in August already, and I'm like, hurry up, because I want to harvest the seeds. But actually, you know, of course, I want to see my sunflowers bloom. So I mean, I grow them from seeds, so it's they take a while sometimes. Sunflowers, you got to start them early, but that is the zaniest they had in a cup ready for customers to take. But let me just show you. This is the plant of flowers. It's like a big bush, and it's free for everyone. It's you cut your own flowers, take them home. This just showing you the pictures because I wasn't able to upload the video. But this is some of the raised beds in that area. And oh, they have fennel there, and this one, and mint, I believe. This is I think a pumpkin patch right here. I don't see any pumpkins growing yet. So this is a pumpkin patch. This is the herb bed, which it had like sage, oregano, mint, a different other oregano, and a different mint. So this one here. Yeah, so this is okra. These are the okra. Oh my god, they have so many. They should be some ready because in this picture, I know because the you can't see it very well, but in this picture you can see a lot of okra growing. Okra, you have to harvest them at least when they're 3 inches, because if you wait till they get too big, they they taste woody or something. They don't taste very well. So that's their okra bed. This is their eggplant. This is how the eggplant flower looks. And then it turns to eggplant. I harvest one eggplant. This is a more layout picture of all the other beds. They had a lot. I think they got like 9 beds in there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to so they don't have so much glare. This is, what is this? Oh, this is the carrot bed. I pulled out the carrot. It was a good size, but I could tell it wasn't ready yet. Maybe I would have left it like a few days more. But this is a whole bed of carrots. I don't know. I would like to speak to the person that let me see if it gets a little lighter. I speak to the person that grew these carrots because I'm not very successful with my carrots. I'm growing probably, that's the carrot bed right there. I'm probably growing 4 or 5 carrots in one container when I put a bunch of seeds. It should have been, I put 12 seeds of carrots in each container. And I don't know, you got to keep them wet. You got to keep them water. The seed should be always moist and wet. But that is one of the gardens over there that I visit, and they have like a sitting area where you could. I'm thinking of going over there. This is where my daughter lives. I'm thinking of going over there and sit there on a nice day, to just sit there at the garden center and knit or crochet. That'll be nice. Maybe to bring you guys along, like watch me crochet video in the garden. It's very beautiful. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Let me just see. Let me go back to you. I'll make sure that I am. No. How come I can't do it? It's my own camera. Let's see. So Kathy, oh, you don't make videos. You got only one short video here, but I subscribe anyways. Right here to your channel. So I think you changed it. I'm not sure. Right there. And thank you for being here. I do appreciate you so much. You're still here longer than everybody else. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to finish this row and talk to you about, let's see if you put it down, it just gets. So I'm going to be working on this next, try to get it at least halfway done. Then I have, oh man, I have this patchwork blanket that I have not finished. It's been a long time, maybe a year. It is from Jada's and Stitches. It's not patchwork. It's a craft blanket. It's a one of her tutorials. Well, it's a crochet along, and it's a craft blanket. Anyway, I'll show it to you in another video because I had to. It's somewhere over there. But I have that blanket to finish. I got my friend from Florida. Her blanket is like halfway done. And she wanted pink, white, and black. That's her blanket. And then I think there was one other blanket, and that's it for blankets. So definitely I'm not going to finish all those blankets for this year. But I'll definitely try to finish one more before the year's over. But definitely I'm going to be working on my leggings because I want to have them ready for when the cold weather comes. And the cardigan for my daughter. And I don't know. I have so many whips. So many whips. I have like so many amigurumis that I'm working on that I did with the knitting machine. So what I did was I started up the rows, like if it was 250 rows or 200 rows. So I did different colors of them. So they're in pieces. So I had to put them together, stuff it, and all that. So that's one thing I have to work on. That seems like a fast project to finish, though, because it's almost done. I just have to put the polyfill and everything else in it, the safety eyes. One of my favorite hymns is I Come to the Garden. Oh, really? I had to look that up. Oh, thank you so much. I enjoy being here too with you guys. I've never tried amigurumis. Yeah, I always crochet my own dowels. Dowels. I started with dowels. And then I worked myself into, the different uh animal characters, and now I kind of make from animals to pillows and things like that. But they're still amigurumis. They're just more like done in a pillow style. But that's something that's coming up that I'm going to show you guys. Yeah. Yep. I have an amigurumi book that I was gifted that has different. I want to start making one a month from that book, or two a month from that book, depending the size of it. Amigurumis, it's a lot of work. Some people don't like to do it because of that, or because they don't like the sewing part, but it's a lot of fun. And once you finish it, you just get hooked onto it. I do like it. So I started with like dolls and turtles and jellyfishes. What else have I done? A koala bear. I did 2 koala bears. I did quite a few turtles. I did a bear before, and I think that's it. That's it. But I have to finish my doll set. The problem was somebody took my book that my daughter gifts me. It's a 40 pattern crochet uh pattern book for this doll set where you crochet the dolls and you crochet 3 of her friends characters, which are animals, and then you crochet. They're having a picnic, so you crochet all the picnic stuff. And my daughter's, I think it cost her $19 plus shipping, and we moved and we never saw it again. So the last time I saw that book was at my daughter's house, and it's not at her house. I looked everywhere. So I will have to buy that book again. I will have to buy that book because my daughter, I feel bad that she bought it for me and I don't have it. And she was excited that I was actually starting to use the patterns. So it was a Christmas gift. Yeah, that's what it was, a Christmas gift. So I have a doll that is sitting there because I don't have the book to finish her off. Because I'm actually said I was going to go by pattern, even though I make my own dolls. I don't need a pattern to make my crochet dolls. I already know how to do it without a pattern. But I was trying to, I was showing my daughter I was showing my daughter that I appreciated that she bought the book. So I'm going to use the pattern from all the patterns in that book. But I don't have the book anymore. So that's why that doll, and I did some of the clothes for the dolls from that book. I did some of the clothing, but I still had a lot more stuff to crochet, and I had to put it to the side because the book is missing. So, well, guys, I thank you so much for being here. I had a good time. I'm still right awake. I might still be up for a little bit doing some crochet work. Put this down a little bit, the knitting, maybe pick something up, a blanket, maybe for another hour. I watched the sun go up this morning, and it's been fun. It's been nice chatting with you guys, catching up with you guys. So thank you so much, Kathy and Lydia and Mary, for being here, and anybody that was watching in the back and the bushes, behind the bushes. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give me thumbs up, share, and like if you enjoy this live. And I'll see you guys soon here in the YouTube streets and also on my channel. But thank you for being here. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday today and the rest of the week. Thank you. The rest of the week. I appreciate you guys. Bye. Take care. And be careful out there. All right. All right. Take care. Bye for now.